was that type of thing. Myself, Fly, everybody, you know, and we were talking to Nick directly. We all had that conversation with him one-on-one and was like, yo, bro, man, it ain't the same around here. You know what I mean? So if you want me to be the person that you need me to be, man, that presence is necessary around here because we feed each other in that way. We all do, especially the core of us that have been there from the beginning. We all, even if we're not communicating, to look over and see you doing the things that I know you do in this space gives me a level of comfort. And then when you look and that's gone, and there's no real reason why it should be, it make you feel uneasy, and that can change the dynamic of the entire environment. So they saw the value, that's why he came back.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
Let me ask you something. Like when you basically, you were doing stand-up before you went into WildNOut.
Yes,
right?
sir.
How different was it being received, being on TV, being on a cast, than just being in stand-up? How did the people receive you differently?
You know, you got to credit when you get on that television, man. That's what everybody looking for. You're no longer just Chico Bean. You're Chico Bean as seen on. You know what I mean? Like once you get that as seen on something that's a credible, you know, platform, then, you know, it changes dramatically, you know. But what helped me is that I came from the stage. So when I showed up to these shows that people were booking me for, because I was now Chico Bean as seen on, they weren't getting robbed because I'm just taking the money because how the fuck I'm going to turn down this when, you know, I need this money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't my sentiment. When I showed up, I was showing up as the person that I was prior to becoming the person that you saw on TV. So that helped me a lot. But you definitely get open-armed a whole lot more than you do when you don't have that credit. That's why everybody looking to get one.
Yeah, I thought about that. I was like, I know that changed things. That changed the dynamic once you went into that in 2013.
And being able to monetize that is something that, you know, I'm glad that I was able to do. And I think my stand-up, coming in as a stand-up, helped me do that, because a lot of people get that credit and just wait on the credit to bring them something. Like the fact that I had been in the streets and grinding and doing these colleges and going and doing these NACA conventions and all of these different aspects trying to get to it. Once I got that credit, I just took that and did the same shit I was doing without it. So it just got me in the door a little bit faster. So now I can work better. Now I ain't got to go through the trying to convince you of who I am or trying to, hey man, check me out. Now you know me, so now we can just get straight to the meat and potatoes of the conversation. And I think that's what helped me tremendously in being able to make the best of that, because WildNOut is a springboard. You know what I mean? It's supposed to elevate you to do something else, and it's always something that you should be able to come back to and work your muscles and, you know, improv and have fun. But if you do it the right way, you can, you know, you can make some chicken with what we were given. And the great part about Nick is Nick ain't put us in no 360 deals. So
that's right. He
could have put us in the vicious 360. I mean, he could have big redded the shit out of all of us, and we would have signed it. We would have signed it at that time, especially. So for him not to do that and just say, hey man, go spread your wings, I ain't looking for nothing but to see you fly, is a beautiful thing.
I was trying to see like that second season or whatnot, the cutting block. Was it a cutting block stage where you didn't know if you was gonna make it back to
It's
the next
always
season?
A cutting block.
How was that, and how did you feel when that came down to that?
I'm talking about
I'm early on.
Like
I'm talking about early on now.
STD results, nigga. That shit was scary.
I'm saying.
Like when that was one of the best parts about, you know, just having perspective when the show got canceled during the pandemic. I was like, thank God this didn't happen in 2014. I'd have been sliding down the wall in slow motion crying. Like, why you give it to me to take it away? It would have been bad. So yeah, it was always like that, man. Them nights when you would be waiting to see when the list of who's on the show tomorrow come out and you waiting to see your name, it was like making a basketball team every day. So yeah, it was a different process back then.
What did that build in you when you was just that part right there?
What did it build in you?
It had to build something in you, you know?
Yeah, anxiousness,
monster, right? Like now you...
What it built in me, paranoia. That's the fuck it built in me. That didn't build nothing positive. Hell nah, niggas.
I thought it made you ready.
Nah, wasn't no patience. You walk around, nah, ain't no more ready. The next time you just more nervous. Cause it don't matter how good you do. You're like, yeah, we just gotta work in these new people, baby. We can't use you. You're like, fuck. So yeah, no, it didn't breed nothing. The anxiety. That's what the get bread. A good, strong dose of anxiety, baby.
Let me ask you, man, like when Karlous left the show, you know, or when they kicked him off the show, as they like to say, like, how was it with you? For y'all had built a relationship,
man, that's my brother.
So how did you deal with that?
We wasn't going for that shit every day. We was like, Nick, what the fuck going on around here, man?
Oh, y'all was rebelling.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say we were rebelling again because we loved what we do. It's not something that we want to sabotage. We're not gonna come f the house up because you know what I mean. You didn't took our favorite chair out the motherfucker, but you know what I mean. We gonna let you know, hey nigga,
where my chair?
My chair. You know what I mean? Like it was that type of thing. Myself, Fly, everybody, you know, and we were talking to Nick directly. We all had that conversation with him one-on-one and was like, yo, bro, man, it ain't the same around here. You know what I mean? So if you want me to be the person that you need me to be, man, that presence is necessary around here because we feed each other in that way. We all do, especially the core of us that have been there from the beginning. We all, even if we're not communicating, to look over and see you doing the things that I know you do in this space gives me a level of comfort. And then when you look and that's gone, and there's no real reason why it should be, it make you feel uneasy, and that can change the dynamic of the entire environment. So they saw the value. That's why he came back.
When you seen the show, you really seen a good chemistry through all y'all. I never, when I would look at things, I never seen the issue like that. You know what I mean? Just up front before, you know what I mean? Till it was just very, very much voiced. Like you guys basically, when y'all found out, how did you and DC and Karlous know y'all had this strong chemistry to even be able to step out, right?
I mean, we didn't. God did though, and we just trusted each other well enough to know that we was all feeling the same thing. You know what I mean? When you get that type of situation, it's like something happening right now. We all just at the same time. It's like we got to get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of those type of situations where we all got that same instinctive feeling at the same time that this is something that's going to work, you know, and that was it. It was no way that you could know that something like that was going to happen. We'd be lying if we said we planned it because there's no way you can plan this type of shit.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.